guys, this is G1 Devastator back with a show and tell video on these two versions of Rhinox. The first one we're going to talk about is this guy here. He is the 1996 Beast Wars Deluxe class. He's obviously, you know, a rhinoceros. That's where his name comes from. He does look pretty realistic. I mean, the tan and like skin color that they used on his hide looks pretty cool. He does have a metallic gold horn and red eyes. Also, you can see that his mouth does open, and that's because of part of the transformation for him to go into robot mode. But you can see they even included teeth so that when he is in beast mode, you know, he looks pretty realistic, or pretty, you know, like a rhinoceros. So his weapons are also stored inside of his body. The only one that you can see on the outside is right here. You can kind of see it. This is his tail, which is a sword when he is in robot mode, and he does have another weapon that's hidden underneath here. I will show you guys that while I am transforming him. Okay, and now we're moving on to this guy here. He's the 1998 Beast Wars Transmetal Deluxe class Rhinox, and he looks more like a, you know, robot rhinoceros. He's dark gray and light gray. He does have the metallic blue right here on his back, and as well as some blue on his legs. He does have these green crescent marks and bright green dots back there too. His eyes are also red on this figure. This one is a little bit different. He only comes with one weapon instead of two, and that is his horn right here, which is a sword. And so you can also see that on this figure, his weapons are stored on him as well in beast mode, which I like. Because I know I tell you guys all the time that I don't like having to worry about losing the small accessories or weapons that they come with. He also does have his name right here on his shoulder in beast mode, which will later be on his leg when he's in robot mode. So another thing about this figure is, if you notice, mine is a darker metallic blue. So mine was a later release of this toy. There are some earlier releases that have a lighter blue color on here. They also did that with Racer and a couple of other Transmetals figures. The first releases were a lighter or different color, and then the later releases they changed up. So that is one cool thing about him. If you have him and he's a lighter color blue, then you know he's in the first release. Let's jump back here to our 1996 Beast Wars guy, and we're going to go ahead and transform him. He is pretty simple to transform, so I like to go back here and get his sword out, and I like to get his kind of like his weapons out. So he has a chain mace here, or a ball chain mace, or he's got two of those there. Also on his back there's his blade. Pop that out, and you're gonna flip him around this way and pull this down, and this is what his blade attaches to. So let's get this out here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I will do that weapon here in just a minute. So we're gonna flip down his chest. You can see he does have a gold chest plate armor. This is his arms, and you notice that he is green underneath there. So his colors are like a green and golden tan color. Now his legs, you have to flip out, and then the back one flips out like this. Okay, same with the other side, and there we go. Get his other foot out. We're gonna turn that around. Okay, Then another cool thing about this guy is that this is his mutant face. And you can see that he does have the showing his teeth, and he has, you know, the same mean glare, and his eyes are gold in this one. They also fold apart. So I'm going to show you guys that. Hold on, let me go ahead and put these arm pieces down here. Okay, so this the head actually splits apart here. Let's see if I can get it. All right, so when his head is split apart like that, he's got almost like these like a gold headpiece on, or like an Egyptian type whatever, pharaoh gold. He does have red eyes with his regular robot head, in the same expression, glaring his teeth, trying to be super bad and scary. So yeah, that is it for as far as his transformation goes. Here is this. So we are going to take this wheel, we are going to place it right here, like so. Then we're going to take one of the ball chain maces, and stick it in. There we go, in that one. And then there's another free place right there for the other one. And we're going to place that there. Okay, and so this little lever here, you can just push it and it swings it around. So it's like a blade, it's like a spinning blade ball mace weapon, I guess. In this peg right here, it fits in his fist just like that. And then here is his knife, which was his tail, and it goes in here just like this. Now you will notice on the other side of his fist, he does have pegs, I mean, that you can obviously see in robot mode. But those, that's a nifty little feature when he's in beast mode, because his hands and arms actually peg into his beast mode feet, so that it's so that it stays in there and isn't flopping out all the time. So this is what it looks like, you know, and you can spin his little weapon. And so yeah, you can spin his weapon, you know, put it down like that, and yeah, he's super bad and super mean. As far as his articulation, he really doesn't have much articulation, just because he's really bulky. His legs are bulky. I mean, he does have ball joints at his shoulders. There's no movement in his waist. I mean, his legs have some movement, but because you have like these big pieces and like this piece here, there's not much movement. Obviously, he doesn't have, you know, movable ankles or anything, because his feet just fold down. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can bend his knee a little bit, but just because of the larger pieces that are around him, just because there's really, I mean, nowhere for it to go, honestly. So, I mean, you're just kind of like, I don't know, I'm not too thrilled about him in robot mode, but I really do like him in beast mode because he looks really real. I mean, his head is cool because, you know, you can have two different looks if you want to, but really he can only move it like left to right. There's no up or down or anything. His elbows you can move up and down, obviously, but his arms, that's limited. Your movement is limited here because of his beast mode body that is still there. I mean, no matter which way you do it, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of him like this, just because he's just bulky and awkward. Standing up is I mean, he's okay if I can keep his feet down anyway. I mean, he always wants to fall backwards, obviously, because all of this got moved back here. His articulation is not that great in my opinion. Okay, so moving on to the 1998 Transmetals Rhinox. We're going to go ahead and transform him. So I like, again, to take their weapons off first. And his head does split apart for that. I want to show you guys first his vehicle mode. And our transport mode. I don't know if I particularly like this, I mean, if it's going to be a triple changer, then make it a triple changer, in my opinion. Don't, you know, I mean, basically I'm just folding his feet up like this and bringing it down like that. And then these skis were, you know, in the back right there. I just bring them forward. So, I mean, now he's like a snowmobile. Yeah, and these don't move. So I'm not a fan of this gimmick, but you know, it is what it is. So if you're gonna make it a triple changer, make it a triple changer where he actually looks cool in all three modes. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and transform him. You can already see like his chest right here is showing already, and that it's orange. So we are going to flip this open first, and there are his arms, so we are going to pop those out. Okay, and then so you'll see that his head splits apart like that, because that's like where that's going to be his shoulders. All right, and then when you do that, you can see his head is actually right there. So we will go ahead and flip that forward like so. There he is. Okay, and you can see right here, he does have a heat rub sticker. Let's see if I can pick that up. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, there we go. There we go. So yeah, he has a heat rub sticker right there in his chest. Okay, so these were his arms in beast mode. So we're gonna come around here and go ahead and make them his feet now. And then we'll do this side. This one is definitely a little bit more of a challenge to transform. It's obviously it's not as easy as the 1996 version. So we're going to push that back in. And then this actually goes up like in here. Let me see if I can. So we're gonna push that in like that. Then we're gonna take this and push it up there. All right. Okay, so there are his feet. Then we are going to come back up here and finish him. And one thing that happens a lot with me with this guy are these little side panels. They like to pop off, which is, you know, a little annoying when you're transforming. And I think it's because of the top of the legs right there. So yeah. And we're going to pull that down like that so we can close his chest. All right, dude's got some major abs going on right there. Okay. So, oops, move these back again. You know, this is one of the things that I don't like about this character. All right. Okay. There he is. So there is his weapon. There's his little blade. So yeah, I mean, his articulation is a bit better than the 1996 version. Also, they did get really detailed. He does only have one robot mode head, which can, you know, turn around 360 and look up a little bit and down a little bit. So, you know, has definitely more movement. There are ball joints at the elbows. So, you know, he is, you know, you can bend his arms. His arms do have a little bit of movement, but again, because of the design, that's as much as you can do. It doesn't go forward or backwards. It's up and down a little bit, and that is it. He does not have any movement at his waist, and he can, because of this back here, can't really bend his knees. I mean, you can put it down like this if you wanted to, so he could bend his knee a little bit more. But he is also still a very stiff figure. I do like his face. It's orange with green eyes, and I like the little bit of orange that they put down here to show off his muscles. So yeah, even though these two guys are the same character, they do look so different. And I like them because of that. You know, this repaints are okay, but I mean, when there's so much of a difference like this between you know, the characters when they're released, this is what I like to see, because I don't have anything that looks like him. And so I don't have anything that really looks like him. So, you know, that would make, you know, if I was a kid, I'd be like, oh, well, I have the regular looking rhinoceros, but not the robot one. So I would definitely be bugging my parents to get me this one as well. But yeah, even though they're the same character, they look very different, but I really do enjoy having both of them in my collection. Alright guys, that is it for this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, please show your support and subscribe. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a thumbs up. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.